one of your more complete games of the year, do you feel like?
Yeah, I did actually. I thought for the most part, got a little bit haywire in the third there, so we still got to get better in those situations. But I thought we defended pretty well. I thought we competed extremely hard. They're a good team for a reason. They got a good record. But I thought our compete level was really, really good. We created chances against a good defensive team. We defended pretty well overall. We got good goaltending when it mattered, and that's how you find a way to win.
What did you like about the differences in defense? Alex mentioned you might have made a couple of tweaks yesterday.
Yeah, we tweaked a little bit. Ultimately, I thought we defended well. We just got to defend as a unit of five, and we got to make sure we're defending the middle of the ice better. And those are, we had gotten a little bit to where we were just defending as a one man, five kind of one-on-one. So I thought we did a better job of that.
What do you think allowed the Rasmussen and Villanova to create as many looks as they did?
Yeah, they actually, as the game went along, I thought they played pretty good. They created some real looks for sure. They seemed like their confidence seemed to grow as it went along, and so good. That's a huge thing. It kind of got different setups on those lines, and Rowney's line is a little bit of a grinded out and defending line, and they scored a big goal, and that Ross's line not just scored, but then had some definitely good looks.
Wayne St. James.
Jeff, is this the kind of performance that can reinforce the identity you need to have?
Yeah, I think it can. We got to make sure, that we keep. I thought we needed to get some confidence back, some swagger back, and I thought we did a good job of that. Being able to go toe to toe against a really good team and finding a way to win, hopefully interjects that confidence back. I thought when we left New York, we had it, and then we had a long break, and we lost a couple of games and that were high scoring, and we lost it. So. I think that's important, but I also think it's important to understand, like that's, we ended up giving up 3, but really, it's a way closer to the way that you need to play in order to have success.
Just the power play. I mean, you get one there in overtime, but even I think it was the first one. Sedina had the near miss. You had good puck movement. Are you encouraged there too with how it went tonight?
Yeah, I thought the first one was really good. Actually, I thought we had a number of good looks from both units. The second, the second one we didn't get set up enough, but I think when you come out and you have that first one early and it's that good, I think that's important. It starts to build momentum. The very, very beginning of the game, we didn't have much momentum. So I think that really helped us build momentum. And then obviously find a way to score. When you have a long power play like that in overtime, you got to find a way to score. And we did that.
Lastly, just are you encouraged? There's been scoring from up and down the lines. I mean, Carter, Brownie now 2 games in a row, that there's, you're getting contributions from all the lines.
Yeah, we're going to need it for sure, especially as we play these real good teams. But I think anyway, and I think, the way Carter scored the last couple of nights is the way we're going to have to, hard at the net, getting pucks around the cage. That line did a good job the other night. I thought they did a good job again tonight. You need that depth of scoring for sure. And I think when those guys score, they feel good about themselves too, and it breeds confidence.
Answer, Khan.
Yeah, Jeff, just to talk about Nedeljkovic's play, just how important was this performance for him, the way things have been going in recent weeks for him?
Well, I think it's like our team, I think, he needed to get his confidence and swagger back. And I thought he did that. I thought he was real solid all game. I thought did a really good job finding puck through traffic. There's a lot of traffic. They got big men. They shoot a lot of pucks to the cage. He found a way to find the puck a lot. Made some big saves at big moments when we did break down, which is critical, and then found a way to win the hockey game. They had a real good look in overtime, made a save. So, I think I thought it was a critical game for our team, and I thought it was a critical game for him.
And also, just even though they scored their first, just a much better start than the past 2 games, how important was that just to not let things, not to dig too deep of a hole early on?
Well, I think it's important when you're going through a little bit of struggles and especially defensively that, you find a way to have a good start. I think it's probably always important, but certainly, tonight it was critical. And first couple shifts were, we weren't bad, but we couldn't kind of grind it. We made it a little bit harder on ourselves. And I thought the power play lifted us up, and I thought we played real good after that. So yeah, that was a big piece tonight.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah.
Ted Colfin.
Hey, Jeff, how about a thought on Michael Rasmussen? That was his 8th goal tonight, second game in a row. And, statistically, he's kind of a understated, pretty good season.
Yeah, I think Michael's done a good job. Michael went to work over the last couple of summers. He's made himself a much better skater. He looks like he skates really well now, especially for a big man. He's got the ability to score. I do think he's a guy who can score in this league. I think a lot of it's going to be kind of net front type stuff, but he's not bad on those types of breakaways like he scored tonight. And so I think we've played him on the wing, we've played him at center. He's obviously had lots of time on the penalty kill, hasn't had as much in the power play, but I think he's a guy who can score. And, I think 8 goals without spending much time in the power play is pretty good.
It's an important, every game's important, but just the way that you guys responded after what happened Saturday, does that, I don't know, I mean, much needed and just tells you something about this roster probably?
It was much needed. It certainly tells us something. We need to get our confidence back. And the only way you get it back is by earning it, and so you go out against a real good team and you find a way to earn it. And I thought we did that. It wasn't an easy game to win. We found a way to win a tight game, and that was important. Now this league's relentless. So we got another great challenge on Friday and then Saturday. So we got to go back to work here, make sure we're as prepared as possible as we go into Tampa.
Sounds good. Thanks for this, Jeff.
All right, those are all the questions we had tonight for Coach Blashill. Thanks everyone for joining us.